Because it was actually done by a jury of 12. It was a civil suit, and the jury.
And everything you're basing.
Did Alex Jones have an opportunity to defend himself in this trial?
Everything you're basing this.
Alex Jones did have an opportunity to defend himself. No, he did. He went for years not cooperating with the trial.
He did cooperate. He did.
No, he didn't show up every time they tried to depose him. Boom.
No. You know exactly what happened here. You know that it was a discovery issue.
And
you
he
know
had
that it was a discovery issue. They would not.
We haven't talked about Alex Jones yet.
Oh, poor Alex. All right, like Woody was it. Woody's so toxic on Alex. Woody's on WhatsApp like, oh, boo-hoo, this is what happens when you make fun of children. Come on, man. He's got negative $900 million. Lay off.
I mean, he probably had a few mil to balance that out, like negative 880.
He did. That's why it's only negative 900 million.
He lost to 965 million is the judgment against him. Roughly. His people say it's over $1 billion.
Jesus Christ.
There's a previous judgment that's millions. From the other
do we find any of the people who like caused our economic collapse that much?
No, 67 million was the highest fan I saw.
There are sitting senators and congressmen who lied us into the Iraq war, who cost thousands of people their lives, who will never face justice for it.
Hundreds of thousands
over a million
of people their lives. Over a million.
Yeah, over a million.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1 million Iraqis alone.
$1 billion? How did they get to that number?
Fuck, wasn't Biden in office during
They went child by child and gave
Biden, Feinstein,
tens of millions of dollars.
I'm sure there were some Republicans.
For the parents.
I don't know them off the top of my head.
Yeah, for the parents. Yeah. I saw I bet I'm getting my cases conflated because today was also the day that shooter maybe got got what do you call it when they give you the
sentenced?
Yeah. And they gave him life instead of death.
This is your subject matter expertise, Kyle. What the heck?
I need a cup of coffee.
They grab him and they put him in the back of they take him to this. They take you to the scary place.
99% of the time, I'm against the death penalty because I feel like there's just too high of a chance that somebody gets wrongfully convicted.
Yeah,
but in this case, this is not up for debate. He did it. Like this guy murdered. What was it? 17 children?
I believe it's 17.
Like it's cut and dry. Like death penalty is for this.
And so
I would rather. But is it a worse punishment though? Like I'd rather die. Like if you offer me life or death, I pick death.
I know they always argue that no, it's actually cheaper to keep him for life in prison than it is to give the death penalty. And I'm not arguing the finances of it. Just fix it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like where your head is.
The thing, though, is I feel like the reason it's hard is because there's an appeals process, and we give the death penalty to people who may or may not have actually deserved it. But this guy, like,
all right,
this guy's appeals
let's come up with a third verdict.
Less than $9.99.
Exactly.
Right now we've got guilty and not guilty. Let's come up with definitely fucking guilty. And if you're definitely fucking guilty, that's found by a jury of your peers, you die today. Right here.
I don't see this being a slippery slope at all.
Please do.
It's in deep water, and I'm loving it.
Work? How do you actually?
What did Alex do to you?
Other
than entertain you for all these years.
Oh, we got to get Woody to get his payout.
Here's the problem I have with what happened there. It's not that Alex Jones got in a heap of trouble because what he said.
Because they're after all our First Amendment rights.
It really is that though, because if
I knew it. I fucking knew it. It's on every right wing.
Watch the video of his lawyer, or not his lawyer, the plaintiff's lawyer, saying that he wants them to award as much damage as possible so that it takes out Infowars permanently. He made it about shutting down Infowars, not punishing Alex Jones. To me, that says this is about crushing dissent. This is not about punishing Alex.
Crushing dissent?
Yes.
This guy made a business out of saying that these were child actors.
No. He already had the
parents were lying. He sold supplements and made a wealthy man out of himself. He told his followers to harass the surviving parents of the children. And they were at the parents' house giving them shit, harassing them, haranguing them.
That's horrible.
On his direction.
This is not about punishing him. This is about taking out Infowars.
It's a fine against Alex Jones.
It's a fine against Alex Jones that is targeting the assets of Alex Jones, which include the lawyer said it, dude. The lawyer said we should be taking out.
But you're acting like it's about punishing dissent. Instead, it's actually about punishing Alex Jones.
No,
they're not after dissent. Everybody else who's talking. They're after Alex Jones and only Alex Jones.
Because he's the first target. This is not.
Oh, is he the first target?
It's going to be Alex Jones, and then it's going to be Libertarian
Carlson next,
and it's going to be Tucker Carlson. Like that's who it's going to be next. And
not Tuck.
Call it slippery slope all you want. That is what it is. You don't think the Nazis were sitting there in 1933 going, all right, we're going to take out someone acceptable first and then try and link people to them? It's exactly what they did. It is the playbook. It's in Saul Alinsky's playbook, Rules for Radicals. The whole thing is mapped out. This is what they do.
So what I'm hearing is they're taking out someone who's acceptable, but you're not okay with this because you're worried that somewhere down the line they'll take out someone who's not acceptable.
I'm worried that that's where it's leading. Yes. I'm worried.
I think if we take out people who are acceptable, we don't have a problem.
But the whole point is to start it with someone who everyone's kind of
like. Your argument is we need to keep this guy on the air. Okay, we can punish him a little bit, but we don't want to lose Infowars. That'd be a problem.
No,
we need to keep this guy.
Don't reframe my argument. That's not what I said.
I think I'm pretty much on target here. You said they're going after Infowars, and that's your chief complaint.
That is my complaint, is that they're going after Infowars deliberately, not just Alex Jones. If they were trying to punish Alex Jones, the money would have been way lower.
So you're saying Alex Jones is not Infowars?
That is what I'm saying. Infowars is an entire company
owned by Alex Jones.
Sure.
He's the only thing I know about Infowars.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. It's essentially
come
Alex
on.
Jones.
Hey, Gwyneth Paltrow's company that sells pills is the same fucking pills. I'm not even kidding. They're the same pills. Gwyneth Paltrow sells them. Joe Rogan sells them. Alex Jones sells them. They all renamed and repackaged
the pill company.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't own the pill company.
I just read it today.
He contracts the pill company.
The pill company
is the branding for the pills he sells. He is not the guy who owns the supplement company. That is the same company that supplies Gwyneth Paltrow with her shit. It's the same pills.
It's funny because I read it today, and look, I'm only as good as my sources. It could be wrong, but it said he owns the pill company, and the pill company is transferring its money into a trust, and the trust is named after Alex Jones' initials.
You are talking about the branding of Alex Jones' pill company.
What does it matter?
They buy
the pills from someone financial entity. I don't care how they contract the pills.
They buy the pills from someone else. That's the point.
It doesn't make a difference.
Yes, it does. Because it's not Alex Jones's pill company. You're saying
they may outsource the manufacturing. That doesn't mean it's not
everyone else is selling the pills.
They outsource the manufacturing. This doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make it not his pill company. It is.
No, the supplement company is his, but he's not the one manufacturing the pills. You're acting like
who cares if he manufactures the pills?
You're acting like he's the only one doing it.
Maybe
it's like saying Apple doesn't make phones because they outsource their manufacturing.
No. It's not the same thing. This iPhone right here, this is an Apple iPhone designed by Apple and then constructed by someone else. If you were to take this phone and buy it generic from somebody else and rebrand it, that's what Alex Jones is doing. So by saying, oh, well, he made his money selling these, yeah, he did. But the Infowars was around before Sandy Hook happened. He was selling the pills before Sandy Hook happened. Yes, he gained followers from the Sandy Hook thing, and that is a tragedy. It is horrible, and he should absolutely be punished for that. But what they are doing is deliberately trying to take out a dissenting voice in the media marketplace. That is what they are trying to do.
Yeah, who's they?
The fucking establishment.
We're acting like the Democrats because it was actually done by a jury of 12. It was a civil suit, and the jury.
And everything you're basing
did Alex Jones have an opportunity to defend himself in this trial?
Everything you're basing this.
Alex Jones did have an opportunity to defend himself. No, he did. He went for years not cooperating with the trial.
No, he did cooperate. He did.
No, he didn't show up every time they tried to depose him. Boom.
No. You know exactly what happened here. You know that it was a discovery issue.
And then he had a rotating cast of lawyers.
They would not accept that what he gave them was
he wouldn't show up and talk. And then
because they weren't giving him a fair trial.
So we agree now that he didn't show up when they
sure, but if they're not going to give the guy a fair trial,
and then his argument is that he didn't have a chance to defend himself. No, he didn't show up when they demanded his presence.
Oh my God, you're totally leaving out half the story, but it's neither here nor there. Like you and I are not going to agree on this because I in my opinion,
no, keep duking it out. You'll get to an agreement.
All right. You know what? You want me to say the agreeable phrase here? The establishment.
No.
Okay,
No.
The establishment media. The establishment media. The establishment political parties. They want to quash dissenting voices. The Democrats did it to Bernie Sanders. And I think that's something we can all agree on. The Democrats did it to Bernie Sanders with the superdelegates issue. Bernie won that primary. And the Democrats went and crushed him. And they do the exact same goddamn thing to media companies. For example, remember when Milo Yiannopoulos got taken out? Yeah. That wasn't the left who took Milo Yiannopoulos out. The right did that. When they find people within their movement that they don't like, they will attack them. They will take them down. And of course, they're going to attack people on either side.
They also have a jury of 12 that I guess they secretly manipulated or paid under the table in some way to get them to award a judgment against him. Like, what is the mechanism that this happened? I get the dark, shadowy lizard people, the establishment got them to take out Alex Jones.
What I am saying to the dark, shadowy lizard people. I'm talking about legitimate things. I'm talking about the fact that Stephen Paddock
a jury
killed,
that made
57 people and we don't know why. I'm talking about the fact that Jeffrey Epstein absolutely didn't himself, but we keep pretending he did. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you're talking about lizard people.
I'm talking about Alex Jones having a jury settlement awarded against him, and you'd rather talk about anything but that because you don't have any evidence.
Put a guy on the stand. He's not allowed to defend himself, and you just feed the jury information. You get up there and you tell the jury.
What happened was Alex Jones wouldn't show up for his own trial so many times that the judge was forced to order a summary judgment. And then he said that he wasn't allowed to defend himself, when in reality, he wouldn't show up to his own defense. And then he pretends to be the victim.
He was up there on the stand, being questioned, not allowed to defend himself to a jury, while the lawyer for the opposition told them they should award the maximum damages to take out his media company.
So what happened in that scenario is he's up there on the stand and they ask him questions, and then he wants to go off about like how Hillary Clinton's a lizard person and make it his own Infowars episode. And they're like, no. You have to actually answer the questions that you've been asked to you. You have to stay on topic, and that's not what he wanted to do.
The opposition's lawyer got shut down by the judge for leading the jury, for telling the jury how they should find this, and to tell the jury like all this information. He got shut down numerous times because he was out of order, because he was out of line. And you're going to sit here and tell me that Alex Jones was the only guy causing problems? Sure, Alex did use the opportunity while he was on stage, knowing he was about to get taken down for everything he's worth, to call out the establishment and the corruption. But everyone's sitting here being like, boo, Alex Jones. He has some valid fucking points, okay? Most of them aren't valid.
Is it the lizard people, the pedophile ring, or the Sandy Hook conspiracy that are his valid points?
The Epstein thing is his valid point. The pedophile thing is completely valid. That is true.
Matt Gaetz, you talking about?
No, Matt Gaetz was being extorted, and you know that. Why are you doing this? Why do you?
I'm just saying he fucked 17-year-olds.
Matt Gaetz, there is absolutely no evidence of that, by the way. That was completely
his Venmo transactions are evidence.
His Venmo transactions that he gave a 17-year-old money?
Yeah.
That's evidence? All right, fine. Bill Clinton was on Epstein's private jet to Epstein's private island 26 times. Is that evidence that Bill Clinton molested those children?
I don't know if Bill Clinton did that, but your number's wrong with the 26 times, kind of.
How?
Well, it's because these flights had multiple legs and they kind of exaggerate it. Like, I think there were like 6 trips that turned into like 26 legs.
Okay, fine.
That's where that number comes from.
6 times he went to this island where it was...
No, none of the trips were to the island.
Oh my God. We know he... Holy shit.
If you look at the flight log, literally none of them were to the island.
I don't have a Jamie to sit here and be like, hey, Jamie, pull that up. But my point here...
Sure. Okay. Did the flight log show him going to the island, or does it show him going to
Bill Clinton went
Africa
to the island
and New York and etc.?
And it doesn't matter because we know that Epstein brought the fucking kids to New York with him.
That might be true. It's just that I was correcting you when you said he went to the island.
All right, wait. So Matt Gaetz Venmoing somebody money is evidence that he molested 17-year-olds. Bill Clinton hanging out. Bill Clinton
said she fucked him.
So did fucking, what was her name? Virginia something?
Who's Virginia?
Virginia Jeffrey, I think is her name.
I don't know this person.
And Prince Andrew's walking scot-free. Bill Clinton's walking free. Fuck, I don't care if Trump was on the flight logs. We should know every single goddamn name in that black book. This is the first time anybody's ever been convicted of sex trafficking without a single client named.
What if it's better for the American people if we don't know, though?
I can see no circumstance under which it is better for the American people that we don't know which of our.
Yeah, it'd be better to know if they were doing that.
What if holding influence over foreign powers allows America to be more prosperous and powerful?
Nope, don't care.
Than making enemies of them.
Don't care.
So I'm with Kyle.
We should not
even if I'm just asking.
Under no circumstances can you protect child predators. Those people should be put through the wood chipper in the public square.
Yeah, there's the greater good.
Right? Even if it means to surrender to communism.
A couple young buttholes and the economy's better.
Nope. Not taking it.
We cover up for our kind around here, goddamn. We're YouTubers.
I don't care whether I do not care whether there's a D or an R next to your name. If you do something like that to a child, you should be shot in the street.
Well, we're not talking about politicians and civilians. We're talking about, like, do we keep this file on the sheik of wherever the fuck stand, because now he's going to sell us his oil just right, and whenever we tell him to. And if we tell him to make this much, he'll make that much. And if we tell him to pour it out on the ground, he will too.
Nope.
Yeah, I'd hang on to them pictures.
I wouldn't.
Flight logs and sheik, whoever the fuck would sell me some cheap oil.
If I had that shit, it would be published in the.
What are they gonna do to him if we out him? He's just gonna be embarrassed in the West and like keep doing his thing over there.
Maybe, but at least we said it. That's where I stand on it.
I'll keep it quiet.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not saying Bill Clinton doesn't fuck children. He might. I'm only saying that the flight logs don't have him on the island.
He's got a bad heart. I doubt he's doing it anymore. Chances are.
We need to introduce him to Blue Chew.
With a little Blue Chew, the man can get up to the job.
All right, so we got our Jamie to fact check it. He doesn't. There's no flight log saying he goes to the island.
Okay, so we can go to the island.
But
we have pictures of the victims in Epstein's New York apartment. So if you went to New York with him, fuck it, fine. That's enough.
Is it? I gotta see him in the apartment.
Be investigated, shouldn't it?
We should see him in the apartment.
We should know which names are in that book.
All I'm hearing right now is he went to New York one time and he flew on a plane. I've been on planes.
You guys cannot be sitting here like.
I don't like Bill Clinton.
You cannot.
But I'm
not like Bill Clinton.
On one hand, you're wanting to like, come on, don't go after Alex Jones' company.
No.
Don't you know that there are people that work there on the other?
I said punish Alex
Jones.
I
heard Bill Clinton went to New York one time where his wife's the senator. A likely story.
You guys are pinning something weird on me. I said both of these people should be punished.
Because what you do is you're like, maybe we should look at this. And it's like, well, you're insinuating that we should look at that because X, Y, and Z. Like you're kind of implying things, but not standing behind what you're implying.
You went pretty far on Matt Gaetz being innocent, even though
I have
the girl he fucked said he fucked her, and there's the Venmo transaction
and
for
the fucking prosecutors said that they didn't have enough evidence and that the witnesses were unreliable.
That's right. They said the witnesses were unreliable, which I wonder if, like, this time I'm thinking weird cover up. Maybe I'm being biased. Maybe this is my bias coming through, but I'm like, this guy's a sitting member of the House of Representatives, and they're like, you know what? The witness is unreliable. Let's not pursue this case.
If I'm being honest, like, I just don't care because it doesn't matter.
I did want to apologize for getting heated during the Alex Jones thing a little bit. Like,
oh, that's not heated. That's cool.
Like,
that's content, my friend.
Kyle and
I did not know about the depositions that he didn't show up for. I was not aware of that, so I just do want to apologize and own up to that.
This is Orange Shirt Woody.
Yeah,
Orange Shirt Woody is a kind guy. He's not going to go in on you. Just looking at this,
what color shirt would he?
Blue is the problem shirt.
Yeah.
Boogie's go in on you. Say some hurtful shit.
Boogie's